Arsenal get in front, and they bloody have! It's Pepe, of all people! Pepe! Bloody losing to Arsenal! Who loses to Arsenal? I can't believe we are losing to Arsenal. That is a bloody joke, and I knew it would be Pepe. Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. This is Manchester United versus Arsenal. The team news is about to come in the next couple of minutes. And I'm just watching Man City Everton actually, and they've just scored a goal. It's 2-1. So there's still 20 minutes to go in that game. And good little bit of running there. And I think it comes to Richarlison on the back post to tap it in. So 2-1 in that game. But look, the big game tonight. It's Manchester United against Arsenal. And it is at the Emirates. And that is what you came here for. You came here for that one, and that's what we're here for. So team news is going to come where you're going to know the team for definite anymore. United are quite good at keeping it a secret. But I'm also a little bit disappointed, I've got to be honest, and say that I'm a little bit disappointed that we've got no Greenwood starting. I've got nothing against Dan James. This, and I've been proven right. I knew he was going to play Lingard in this game because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, whether it's going to work out or not, he's Mystic Meg. He believes in fate. And I think it was absolutely inevitable that he was going to play Lingard in this game because Lingard's got a good record at the Emirates. So that's what he's done with that. Says Chunk. And Ollie said on MUTV, Pogba is injured for a few weeks, says Robbie Og Leave. Well, I mean, look, if that's true, then we've done it again, haven't we? We've done it again. We've rushed him back too early, and he's got himself injured again. So I don't know whether that is true or not, but it's massively disappointing if it is, and I just don't know what to say. But I think Aubameyang's a threat. I mean, it would just be. I tell you what would be typical. Unfortunately, we've got this Dan James versus Pepe game, haven't we? The Arsenal fans will just be praying that he stumbles and trips and scores a goal or something. But, you know, realistically, we're halfway through the season and there's no doubting that Dan James has been the better signing. But you can guarantee if Pepe scores tonight, everything Dan James has done this season won't matter because it's all about this one game. And when I used to go down the gym, in January it gets really busy. Or if you walk to get the train to work and there's just suddenly loads of people running around everywhere because they're on the whole I'm getting fit for January. Let's see where you are in February, you lazy twats. They'll be back at home eating their pies. Happy New Year, Mark. It's a crap pass by Lingard. Like, you're a bloody professional footballer, mate. Dan James is saying get it out in front of him and he plays some little pussy pass behind him. He could have been in one-on-one there. That's what gets on my tits about Lingard. He can't create anything. As well, if United get in front, then you can just pick them off on the break. If Arsenal get in front, and they bloody have! It's Pepe, of all people! Pepe! Bloody losing to Arsenal! Who loses to Arsenal? I can't believe we are losing to Arsenal. That is a bloody joke. And I knew it would be Pepe. Does sod all season. The most overrated signing that Arsenal have ever made. Dan James destroys him. Scores against Arsenal. Scores against United in the first few minutes. And suddenly he's worth 80 million. Because that's how Arsenal will absolutely celebrate it. But how are we losing to Arsenal? How are we losing to Arsenal? You know, they're rubbish. They could enter a useless bag of shit competition and be the only entrant and they still wouldn't win it. They are terrible. And we have... Well, he's onside. He's on... Your hand can't be offside. It's Ozil with the assist. It flicks off. Who does it flick off? Is it Lindelof? It's Fred's paw. Well, to be honest, I think Lingard's got to put this out for a corner. It's luck. It's just a lucky goal. It flicks off Lindelof. Flicks off Lindelof's ankle right into the path of Pepe. There's nothing anybody can do. Arsenal into the box here. Maguire's got to be careful there. Lacazette's done him and he should have scored. He absolutely did him in there. £80 million defender. I tell you what, that's going to be a meme. That was turning him like a bottle top. He really did. I mean, he nearly gives a penalty away. And then he just turns him away and he should have scored. Lacazette should have scored. Embarrassing defending by Harry Maguire here. And he doesn't look good tonight, Maguire. I think Maguire's had... he's very lucky. I think Maguire's been... Oh, shit. Nearly 2-0 there. Torreira spin it. You know, they could have scored 2 in the space of 30 seconds there, Arsenal. I don't know what's going on here. Pepe gives it into Torreira. Fred gets turned by like a bottle top as well. He puts it in. I'll tell you what, Maguire by Lacazette and then Fred by Torreira, spun like a bottle top. Should be 2-0. All over the shop. Everybody. My throat's hurting. Ollie stood up waving at somebody. Hello, Jesse. Are you having a good time? Having a good time? I told you I'd give you a game, didn't I? New Year's Day, New Year's treat. All right. I'm only joking. I do those sort of things when I'm despairing. Here's Martial. De Gea. Goal shit! Absolute shit! What's going on? It's Kolasinac, is it? It's Socrates smashing it in. If VAR doesn't help us, we have blown it. We have absolutely blown it. Invisible defending from Manchester United here. Invisible defending. Will there be a VAR? I don't think there is. It looks like it's 2-0. Invisible defending. Ollie's gone to his bloody laptop to see if he can claim a VAR. But it's invisible defending from Manchester United. Who is going to attack this cross? Nobody. It's not going to be VAR'd. It's flicked on. Invisible defending. I tell you what, that defence could go out in pouring rain for an hour and they'd still come in drier than a Poppadom's fart. They are awful. Invisible defending. What are they doing? Like, somebody's got to go and attack that ball. Kolasinac just blasts it in, thinks it's his birthday, New Year's Day. Happy New Year, ABBA. Classic. Crap. Rubbish. They're coached by Steve Round, for God's sake. He was David Moyes' coach. And that second goal we didn't want to see has gone in. And it's just invisible. I tell you what, if you're on the radio, you're blessed. If you're listening to this on the radio, you're the lucky ones. Because I tell you what, you'll probably see the back four more than we will. Invisible. Absolutely bloody invisible. That cross is head height and it goes, nobody attacks it. I tell you what, Harry Maguire, £80 million. He's not worth 80 pence at the moment and he's the captain. Lindelof's got to head that away as well. Awful. Awful. And he's sat there. I've got no confidence in these three people here. Carrick, McKenna and Ollie. They look like the bloody three amigos. They haven't got a clue. I like them, but they just don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They do not know what they're doing. And that defence, just a joke. Bunch of jokers. Ollie out, I very rarely don't say United don't deserve something, but we don't deserve it. Oh, Harry Maguire on the back post. You are shit, mate. What is wrong with you? His head's gone. It's a free header on the back post. Couldn't finish his dinner. I tell you what, if he was bloody rain, he'd miss the ocean. His unbelievable chance on the back post. How does he miss that chance, Harry Maguire? Whipped in cross. He's on the back post unmarked and he heads it. Catching practice. To you, to me, rubbish. Bloody rubbish. That absolutely sums up the half. Absolute crap. Rubbish. You cannot believe it. I cannot believe that. Rubbish. Jesse Lingard tonight, and anybody who watches Manchester United play football knows that Jesse Lingard in 2019 got no goals and no assists in every Premier League game. You go away to Arsenal and he picks a guy who is absolutely trash just because he does good dance moves on the Emirates when he scores. He is rubbish. Pereira got an assist and was one of our best players in the last game. He gets dropped for the Michael Jackson tribute act. Like, Lingard should not be playing. And I'm not even picking on Lingard. Ollie picked Lingard for what? Are we? Is that our tactical analysis through a week? Oh, remember Jesse Lingard did a dance here a year ago. Oh, let's drop Pereira, who actually got an assist in the last game for the Michael Jackson tribute act. Lingard has got to come off. That is, I wouldn't even give him a 2 out of 10. Awful. Absolutely dreadful. Rashford is looking like he's a player with his head down. Martial's working his socks off and getting nothing. Dan James gets Kolasinac booked in the first 5 minutes and has not had the ball to run at him again. That's shocking tactically. Run onto it. Just waited for it, says Sean. Invisible descending, Sean. Invisible defending. And he's kept Lingard on. Absolute shocking. No subs at half time. Absolute joke. Absolute joke. That's your manager. That's your coaching staff. Send the same players out who should have been 4-0 down at half-time. That's your coach. That's your manager. His response is to go and send the same team out again with what will probably be the same tactics. And Paul Banks, Arteta schooling Ollie after 3 games in charge. I mean, that's true. That is true. I can't lie about that. It is true. And you wonder why Bruno and Haaland turned us down, says Ian Carlton. He's blown the whistle. Get on with the free kick. Could be a good free kick here. Fred. Oh, my life. God. Cut that out. It could be a good free kick here. He's put it into White Hart Lane. It's that shit. That is awful, mate. That just sums up our night. It's one of the worst free kicks you'll ever see. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. Manchester United lose 2-0 to Arsenal. What is it about Manchester United when we play these shitty teams from the bottom half of the table that we just can't get up for it? We just can't get up for these teams. They want it more from us. It's their cup final and every single time they seem to get up for it. But no, you know what? I'm taking the piss. Arsenal are in the bottom half of the table. But tonight we saw... you can call him Pep's Poundland version with a Playmobil haircut, but he schooled Ollie, and he's not been at that club for very long, Arteta. And there is big question marks around Manchester United, but a lot of these question marks still remain. But what I don't understand is, and I want to talk about Pogba. I do want to talk about Pogba, and I want to say this. This is not on Paul Pogba tonight. This is on Manchester United Football Club, and we need to stop with the agendas on minute little things. Like even Lingard, who I'm going to do my player ratings, and I tell you what, I can't even find a number low enough to give him tonight. But is it Lingard's fault that he gets picked when he's total shit and Pereira got an assist at the weekend? It makes no sense. That's on Ollie. Bad game today. Jesse Lingard gets a 1. Look, I feel sorry giving Jesse Lingard a 1. I'm happy to knock it up to a 3 to be generous, but is that what we've become? Manchester United should be ruthless, and we are giving somebody a higher mark because we feel sorry for them. It's not his fault he gets picked. I said when the team got picked, and I put it on Twitter, so it's there, I don't delete my tweets. I said, how the hell is Jesse Lingard getting picked when in the last calendar year he had no goals and no assists in the Premier League, and he is starting in a game like today, which is a massive game, Arsenal away. He is starting because he's a Michael Jackson tribute act who danced there last year. I can't think of any other reason Ollie's picked him, but I predicted he would at the weekend. Even though Pereira played well and got an assist, I said I think he's going to start Lingard because Lingard has played well at the Emirates before. And I think that's what worries me about our coaching. Is it that basic that we're going to drop a player that got an assist and played well at the weekend for a player who scored at the Emirates a year ago and danced there? I mean, Are we the Jesse Lingard Confidence Club, or are we Manchester United Football Club?